What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Black Myth Wukong tutorial video. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to unlock all 10 transformation spells hidden within the game. Let's get right into it. Starting off the list, we have the very first transformation we obtained all the way back in Chapter 1, the Red Tides transformation. Now, if for some reason you don't know how to get this transformation or you've missed it, let me show you. Starting in the Forest of Wolves, outside the Forest Keeper Shrine, follow my footpath exactly. Once you make it past this archway with the stone face, you're going to have to fight Guan Shi. Once you've defeated him, you'll be able to pick up his weapon, acquiring the Red Tides transformation. Next up on the list, we got the Azure Dust Rock transformation obtained in Chapter 2. I'm not particularly a fan of this one myself, but it definitely has its uses. To obtain this, you're going to want to head to the Rock Rest Flat Keeper Shrine and then follow my footpath exactly. Eventually, you'll come to some glowing crystals, attack them, and defeat the Mother of Stones, obtaining the Stone Essence key item. After that, head to the Squall Hideout Keeper Shrine and then follow my footpath again. Talk to the Stone Man, exhausting his dialogue, give him the Stone Essence, he'll then laugh at you, saying that he tricked you, you'll have to fight him. Once you've defeated him, he will then give you the Azure Dust transformation spell. Next up on the list, we got the Ashen Slumber transformation unlocked between chapters 2 and 3. First thing you're going to want to do is make your way to the Sandgate village entrance and follow my footpath exactly. Once you get there, you'll notice someone's barricaded themselves behind the door, but they're talking to you. They'll talk to you for a little bit, telling you about the third prince at the prison. Make sure you exhaust the dialogue. Then head on to the Upper Pagoda fast travel area and follow my footsteps exactly again. At the end of this tunnel here, you'll find the third Rat Prince. It will cue a cutscene. You'll have to fight him, and then once you defeat him, he will drop his blade that you can then pick up, acquiring the Ashen Slumber transformation. Next up, we got the Ebb and Flow transformation unlocked in the Secret ZODIAC Village in Chapter 3. If you don't know how to get there, there is a guide on my channel explaining in full detail how to find the Blacksmith and the Secret ZODIAC Village in Chapter 3 as early as possible. There'll be a link to that video in the description. Once at the ZODIAC Village, make your way to the left over to the Blacksmith, challenge him to a duel, defeat him. Once you have defeated him, he will give you his blade, unlocking the Ebb and Flow transformation. Next up, we got the Hoarfrost transformation unlocked in Chapter 3. For this one, all you gotta do is make it to the new Thunderclap Temple entrance Keeper Shrine and then follow my path exactly. Eventually, you'll come to a shrine on your left with the Hoarfrost hidden inside. Confront it, defeat it, absorb its soul, and claim your prize. The next one on our list is pretty simple to obtain. It is the Umbral Abyss transformation. You unlock it by defeating the Yellow Brow at the end of Chapter 3. Next up is my personal favorite, the Golden Lining transformation, unlockable in Chapter 4. All you need to do is, starting in Chapter 4 from the Cliff of Oblivion Keeper Shrine, is follow my footpath exactly. Eventually, you'll make your way to the relief of the Fallen Long Keeper Shrine. I do recommend resting up here, as just beyond it is the Yellow Long, and you're going to have to fight him, defeat him, and then take his weapon. Next up, we got the Violet Hail transformation, unlocked in Chapter 4. Now, it is worth mentioning that if you've completed the Weaver's Needle quest before you actually do this quest, you won't be able to do this in the same cycle. First thing you're going to want to do is make your way to the Purple Cloud Mountain. If you don't know how to get there, I do have a full tutorial guide with the Weaver's Needle showing you exactly how to get there. Link is in the description. Make your way up the trail, and eventually you'll come across a red snake wrapped around a tree trunk. Talk to her and exhaust all of her dialogue. Then make your way to the Valley of Bloom's Keeper Shrine and follow my footpath exactly. Finally resting at the Pedofall Hamlet Keeper Shrine, continue on the path up over the bridge onto the stairs on the left, and you'll come across a masked man in blue robes. Walk up and interact with him, activating a cutscene where he will ask you to find the Violet Hail key item. Now, this part is completely random. You're going to have to go around the area and find the guys in yellow robes and keep defeating them until one of them drops the Violet Hail key item. Once you've acquired the key item, return to the masked man and another cutscene will activate. Return the Violet Hail key item to him, and this is going to ensue a fight where you have to beat him not once, but twice. First in his normal form, and then second in his poisonous monster form. And finally, with the masked man defeated, you will be awarded with the Violet Hail transformation spell. Next up, we have the Dark Thunder transformation, unlocked in Chapter 5. Quick note before we get started, if you do not complete each step in its respective chapter and move on to the next chapter, you will not be able to get this. You'll have to do it in another cycle in New Game Plus. Starting in Chapter 1 at the Bamboo Grove Back Hills Keeper Shrine, you're going to want to follow the path like you normally would to the bottom of the stairs, turn left into the cave, and you're going to notice a horse sitting on a log. Walk up and interact with him. After you make sure you exhaust all of his dialogue, you are then ready to move on to Chapter 2. Starting from the village entrance in Chapter 2, you're going to want to make your way across the bridge, up the path through the main gate. If you don't have the main gate open, you can go around to the back, but once the main gate is open and you head to the left, you'll notice the horse once again. Interact with him again, make sure you exhaust all of his dialogue, and then you're ready to move on to Chapter 3. Once in Chapter 3, make your way to the very end of the chapter before the boss fight at the Mahavira Hall Keeper Shrine. Once there, make your way back down the set of stairs to where you fought the two green giants, and then down the next main set of stairs to where you see the middle building, and then take a right. Continue on down the stairs and enter into the building in front of you. Turn right, go up the stairs, and then exit out the door on the left. Hang a left out the door, continue up the ramp where you will see the horse leaning up against a pillar. Make sure to exhaust his dialogue once again, and then move on to Chapter 4. Once you've made it to Chapter 4, you're going to want to play through until you find the middle Hollow Keeper Shrine, or where you fight the giant centipede boss. Once you've defeated the centipede, look for the archway with the two torches, make your way through, and continue up the path. Eventually, you're going to come to a grassy area with a bunch of cocoons, but you'll notice a much larger cocoon leaning up against the wall. Smash it a bunch of times with your stick, and it will activate a cutscene with the horse. Make sure you exhaust all of his dialogue once again, and then move on to Chapter 5. We're almost done, everybody. Now that we've made it to Chapter 5, you're going to want to play your way through to the Emerald Hall Keeper Shrine, and make sure you do the fight between the Keeper of the Flaming Mountain. About midway through the fight, he's going to spawn in a dark version of your horse friend, and you're going to have to defeat him. Once both the horse and the keeper have been defeated, make your way back to the Valley Entrance Keeper Shrine and follow my footpath exactly. If done correctly, when you make it to the broken cart, an audio dialogue will kick in and you'll be able to interact with the cart, pulling out the whip, giving you the Dark Thunder transformation. Last up, and arguably the most powerful in the game, the Azure Dome transformation, turning you into the Stone Monkey, unlocked at the end of the secret ending in Chapter 6. Assuming you have the 5 bosses defeated already, I do recommend fighting the Great Sage's Broken Shell before moving on to the next steps. It is a valuable lesson. Moving on, you're going to want to make your way to the Snow Veiled Trail Keeper Shrine and then follow my footpath exactly. Eventually, you'll make your way to what looks like an open frozen battleground, and you'll see an icy door to your left. Walk up and interact with it, and get transported to the Great Pagoda. Once inside, make your way up the stairs all the way to the top, where you will find the Buddha from Chapter 3, and a cutscene will activate. Now that you've entered the Hidden Realm, follow my path up the mountain to the next Keeper Shrine. Once you've arrived at the Keeper Shrine, I do recommend resting up and gearing up as much as possible, as you are about to face off with Erlang, and this is one heck of a fight. One thing to note before starting off, he does have 3 phases that you're going to have to go through, and you will have to break his guard in order to do any real damage to him, but take your time, learn his pattern, and you got this. Now, I'm not going to spoil anything for anybody. I want you guys to experience this for yourself, but what I will say is once you defeat him, eventually you will get transported back to where you started with the Azure Dome Stone Monkey transformation. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for being patient with me. This has been the longest guide video I have ever made, but we have now officially done a full tutorial for all 10 transformations hidden within Black Myth Wukong. I do hope this video was helpful in any way. If it was, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. It does help the growth immensely. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.